This week on Escape to Wonderland, I introduce you to a very special friend of mine, TJ Walsh. All right, so TJ Walsh has a special event coming up this week, which we're going to talk about. But first, I want to talk about TJ Walsh, the man. Let's introduce you to this man who is an amazing lawyer, who happens to be our lawyer. Thank you. A friend, a philanthropist. He is big in the community. He is currently on the board of Tower Club Fort Lauderdale. You're on the board of South Florida Symphony, which is amazing, the music, and that's going to talk about it. And you're a trustee for Riverwalk, so fun things happening and really supporting the arts. So let's talk about your event, TJ, and good morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Cheers.
Cheers to being a lawyer.
Yeah, thank you. The best lawyer in town. He's gotten me out of a lot of sexual abuse assaults. I'm joking. All right, so that being said, TJ Walsh, you have an event coming up this week. It is your second annual charity art exhibit at the Tower Club. Tell me about this event.
So we started this event last year. And the idea behind the event is to provide funding for charities that give access to children that don't normally have access to the arts, right? So last year we had the Florida Children's Theater out in Davie. If you know Janet Ehrlich, she does a lot of amazing work with the kids around town.
Amazing. And they bring these kids out to really work within the community, which is so awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It was fabulous.
Well, last year they have a whole circus program there, and they had a kid that was like walking on a ball. There was a guy on stilts. It was nuts.
It was absolutely awesome. I have to tell you, these kids are into it. They're totally into it. You see it working. You can see where this will progress to something that is a lifelong passion for them.
Exactly.
And this is giving the money and the space to do that.
Right.
This year, you chose a new organization. Each year, it will support a new organization.
Right.
And talk to me about that.
So the South Florida Symphony Orchestra is the organization, but it's the Symphony in the Schools program. So they go to the Title I schools between South Florida all the way down to Key West. And what they do is they provide programming for these kids, STEAM-based programming, which is like science, technology, education, I don't know, whatever.
All of those fun things, yeah.
Exactly.
These letters.
Well, so this year's project was coral reefs. And they went into the schools and people educate the kids on how to protect the coral reefs, how to bring them back, why they're important to our ecology here in Florida.
Okay.
And then they created symphony music and a whole program around it. So the kids got to go, they got to learn about the coral reefs, they got to learn about the music. There's just so much that they do, and they've reached 100,000 kids in South Florida.
Wow, that's huge. And it's due in part to events like this. Because on top of being the South Florida Symphony and running a whole symphony organization where they do beautiful performances, they have this side hustle, if you will, that's really making a huge impact and affecting kids. So this is a great thing that you're doing. So it's coming up on Friday night. The tickets are not expensive. Tell me about ticket price.
No, $35 plus tax and gratuity. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's open to the public. We've got 28 artists coming, including this one right here who was here last year.
This is my piece. I brought it from home.
He bought it last year.
I am so excited because, so what you have all of the artists do is they each donate a piece to the silent auction.
Right.
And this is the one I won last year. And I have to tell you, I'm still obsessed with it. I'm going to be looking for this year's donation to see if it
told
works
the artist,
along.
Ornella Verano, she's got to bring another panda because those went really well last year.
They really did. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know what I've started to notice is I see them popping up around town, which I love.
Yeah.
So a great piece. So there'll be beautiful pieces of art that are available there for you to bid on, but you can also purchase from the artists.
Absolutely. So they're going to have booths set up. There's 28 artists coming, and Wonderland will be there.
Yay!
With their booth.
Yes.
What is this, a podcast?
Yes,
a
we'll
blog?
be
What is
with
this
Escape to Wonderland, our
Yes.
video series that is right here on YouTube. So we'll be there interviewing some of the artists.
Yes.
We'll be talking to Jacqueline Lorber, I'm sure, from South Florida Symphony. So we'll have a great opportunity to show you what is happening. And for anyone who's not a member of Tower Club and hasn't been invited, this is a great opportunity to see it. It's in a beautiful building downtown, in downtown Fort Lauderdale. It has views that are unbelievable. So this is open to the public. $35. You can come see it, buy your tickets. We'll have the link for tickets and all of that information right here on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
All right, I
There's
love that.
so many great partners this year, by the way. So many.
So talk to me about partners.
We've already raised so much money. So this year's presenting sponsor is Lifestyle Media Group in South Florida Business and Wealth. And if
We
you
love
know the team over there, you know Kim Sarning, I believe she was on.
Yeah, she was our first guest on Escape to Wonderland.
Right? And what's so interestingly about the money that is going to be raised this year, here's like the full circle connection for all this stuff.
Synergy,
okay?
kids,
Right.
synergy.
So the Symphony in the Schools program, fabulous. If you've been to Junior Achievement, JA World out in Coconut Creek, you know they have all the stalls. And
Which
stuff.
is amazing. Yeah,
So
the venue's
we
huge.
are going to be adding music to JA World. So the money raised is going to go towards the build out and it's going to help towards the operating costs for JA World. And this all came about because, you know, Kim Sarney sits on their board.
Yes.
I sit on the board of the Symphony. We're all friends. And we just started figuring out how to make this all.
Look at the synergy there. How great is that? And not only did you come today to do this early in the morning, which I appreciate, and we're doing a little champagne because why not? You got to start the day right. Cheers, darling.
Here's the ladies who lunch.
Here's to the ladies who lunch. Exactly. You also brought donations for our piano party.
Tomorrow,
Oh
yes.
my gosh. All right.
Keyboards and ketchup.
You have to come, be a part of this. It's going to be so fun. If you didn't buy one yet, you can come in store, spend $150 or more. We're going to get the piano in your name and send it along with Kim Sarney, who's heading off to Haiti. And speaking of Kim Sarney, she also acts as an amazing assistant on Tuesday mornings to collect the pianos. We're literally handing them out. So thank you for bringing
Everybody's
those
here today.
Yes,
Wonderland.
exactly. It's a fun morning. Okay, so this is what's happening. Tune in, get all the information on our stories, get your tickets because that is fun. But now here's my favorite part of the show where we get to meet the person I'm talking to. Yay. So are you ready? Yay, yay. All right, so TJ Walsh, you are a lawyer, and I have to tell you what is amazing is the first time I met TJ Walsh, you stood up and said something that resonated with me since I've met you. I will never forget it. And this is about good branding, and branding is so important when you are new in business or doing a different thing in business. You stood up and you said, my name's TJ Walsh, and I'm an employer lawyer. If you're an employer, I want to be your lawyer. Hello? That has stuck with me verbatim for the year and a half, almost 2 years we've known each other.
Right.
So tell me about what it is you do on the daily, because you went from corporate attorney to private practice. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I was at Big Law until COVID.
Big law, I like the way you said
Big
that.
law.
Oh, I was a big
Yes.
law. I'm not into small law, I'm into big law.
Well, so interestingly, so I represent companies here and in California. I'm licensed in both states. So I was working remotely from San Francisco, decided to open up my own practice, focus on smaller businesses so I can provide the a la carte service.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I have to tell
love
you, it's a huge thing because you work with so many of our friends in the community as well. And to have that access to you that is readily available and you know you're in safe hands, that's huge. So
Well, I
for
show
us,
up.
it's
I'm in the
great.
community.
Exactly, exactly. You do. And you're still, and you put your passion to everything that you do. So whether it's your work or what you're doing in philanthropy, it's there and you pick your causes and it's so great.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. So now that we know what you do, we want to ask the rapid fire questions because these are my favorite. All right. So I happen to know you're a tennis player. If you were not playing tennis, what's the other sport of choice?
Ooh, right now, pickleball.
Pickleball. Okay. Is it as fun as everybody says?
Don't get your mind out of the gutter.
A pickle and a ball, I'm in.
Of course it's fun. Of course it's fun.
Yeah, it's the fastest growing sport in America. I can't even say sport. It's
in
the fastest
America.
growing sport in America. And let me tell you,
This
it's
is my
crazy.
Scotty impression, okay?
Exactly. He does a great Scotty
I do.
impression. He really does. We're not going to give the full impression,
No.
though. All right, so that's the other sport of choice.
Pickleball,
But don't you
yeah.
play kickball and stuff like that too?
I've played kickball with some of the leagues. It's fun. That's more of like a Saturday. Have a beer.
Yes.
Kick a big bouncy ball and hope, for the best.
I always get kicked out of it because I end up kicking somebody that I don't like, even when the ball's not near them.
You know what? I believe they're putting in 40 pickleball courts at Slander Park.
I heard it's something like 80. I heard it's a crazy number. Yeah.
I know at the Lauderdale Tennis Club, we now have 2 clay court pickleball courts.
Real? Oh, that is fun.
So it's better on your knees.
Yes, which we love. We love that, certainly. Okay, so what other people don't know about you that I know about you is that you were also a dancer.
I was a
You
dancer,
went to
yeah.
college. Your undergrad was dance, right? Yeah. All right. So do you still miss that? Do you pursue that at all?
I dance with people at parties.
Very fun. Yes. What kind of dance did you do?
Ballet.
Which is so amazing about him. I remember the first time you showed me this picture, and you were actually a great dancer on a path to.
Well,
doing
it
that
was,
if you wanted to.
the
Yeah.
early 1840s.
I love it. From dance to law.
Right.
You should see him plie in
But
front
that's
of
a
the judge.
natural thing. I think most lawyers were dance majors.
Exactly. It's a natural
I'm not really sure
progression
what
of
else you would
life.
study before law school.
Yeah. All right. So dance or tennis?
Tennis.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. What's the drink of choice for you, TJ Walsh?
Oh, I'm a Tito's guy.
You're a Tito's. All right. Tito's and
soda.
what? Tito's and
Tito's
soda.
2 limes.
Gay water. You gotta love
Gay
it.
water.
That's what they call it.
Gay
That's
water.
what, I hope I didn't spill the beans there. All right. What's your favorite thing to cook? Because this man's actually a really good cook.
Pasta, of course.
And his pasta is amazing. Like, he actually makes homemade pasta. That Christmas Eve at Kim Sarney's, you brought it, and it was spectacular. It was really a delicious dish. Okay. Now, if not for Fort Lauderdale, where would you live?
Wilton Manors.
Wilton Manors. It really is home, and it feels so good.
It is home.
Doesn't
It
it?
is
Yes,
home.
it really is.
We all
amazing.
moved away. A lot of us came back.
Yeah.
This is like our home now.
And a lot of us came for the first time and fell in love and just
That's
was
true.
like,
We have
and
some new people
can't
in town.
leave. Yes, exactly. It's a wonderful thing. All right, so get your tickets. Come to the show. It's gonna be so much fun. Next year there will be a whole nother event, and it will be a new charity collecting the funds from this. So that's so great. Each year it gives a new charity an opportunity.
Wait, what are you bringing to the event? You're setting up a whole booth.
Oh yeah, we're setting up a whole booth, so we will have a lot of home decor and gifts. So it's fun, easy things, but we'll also have some clothes as well. So come on through. If you have any events coming up, weddings, that sort of thing, we'll have those fun dresses for you ladies that are really great.
I
to shop.
also heard.
Yeah.
Someone told me that you're gonna have this little setup.
Oh yeah, it's happening. We're doing it, baby.
You're taking the show on
We're
the road.
taking the show on the road. Escape to Wonderland is escaping to the Tower Club.
Escape to Wonderland.
Exactly. And I know that they have good booze there, so there definitely will be some drinking
There's
as
Tito's.
well. Yes, there is. There's gay water.
Well, you'll definitely
doesn't
get
love
a
it?
welcome cocktail when you come. We have a great, Sip Sinead, Kavita Sinead donated a case of
Rosé. Oh my gosh, I'm
So
excited.
everyone's gonna have a nice little bubbly.
And I have to tell you, that setup was there yesterday. She has a beautiful little setup with the carts and,
Yes.
and the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be so much fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, this event is fantastic. For $35, it's a no-brainer. Start your Friday night with TJ, Tower Club, and South Florida Symphony for the second annual art exhibit, which is really so fun. Awesome. Thank you, TJ. We'll see you right here on Escape to Wonderland. Always check up on our YouTube channel, follow us on our story on Instagram, and get all the information you need from Wonderland. We'll see you then. Yay! I know, a little champagne before we head off. Oh, cheers.
Sorry.
One more time.